In this episode, we will finally discuss XRP, followed by the launch of a trading platform by the largest fintech in the UK. We'll also talk about Ripple and their new stablecoin. We're excited to see that XRP is supported, so let's get right in. We don't have much time, but we have much to cover before running out of steam. Bitcoin $61.2 currently down 2% from the previous day. He was attempting to turn the hourly chart green, with Ethereum closing at 2,982. Right now, it's down roughly 0.5%, and the hourly chart shows some green. USDT and USDC are entering the market at their respective pegs as XRP. Okay, it's 51 cents, someone flicked it a little. Yes, I know it hurts to say it every day, but there will be significant advancements and just have a little trust this year. People have a little faith. The entire cryptocurrency market cap of $2 trillion and $292 billion is going to occur. Should we move on from this point? It shouldn't be necessary for me to inform you, but we're still in this sideways chop. The chop range is precisely what we were doing. This range is being observed. You are aware of what occurs when we break. This range makes it very easy. Bitcoin continues to make its strong advance, pushing us to over $100,000, with a potential peak of $130,000. In certain cases, it's even higher. Let's aim to raise the $4.45 trillion total market capitalization of cryptocurrencies to $5 trillion by the end of the year, and we might even reach the $7 trillion milestone in the future, as 200-250K time will tell. That will be the final indication of the blow-off parabolic peak in 2025. Remember, let's see how much institutional money enters this market. Donald Trump mentioned Bitcoin in an interview with Fox Business 3 years ago. Let's fast forward 3 years and say it was a hoax. He has obviously done his own research or paid someone else to do it for him. Please provide him with additional details. As we showed in our previous video today, Trump supports the growth and establishment of new businesses and cryptocurrency companies in the U.S., instead of forcing them to relocate. This is bullish for the industry. If Trump wins the presidency again, this is highly optimistic. The U.S. economy will experience a significant boost, cryptocurrency legislation will finally be adopted, and the SEC will undergo a complete overhaul. Jenner will face a resounding electoral defeat. In any case, the U.S. will see itself through a crypto-first lens once the SEC leaves. Similar to how the U.S. took the lead in creating the Internet, this is what we desire. It's truly not too late for the U.S. to lead in crypto, as we desire. In my view, this is a significant step towards having a representative in the office who understands the importance of cryptocurrency development and advocates for these companies to stay in the U.S. instead of having to operate abroad. Next, we will discuss the stablecoin in a video named Ripple. According to their predictions, the stablecoin market will have 3 trillion users 3.5 years from now. It's a comprehensive examination of the stablecoin. With a current circulation of 46 billion, it has a market capitalization of $111 billion US, making it the second most popular stablecoin available. Even after a few additions, its market capitalization remains at 33 billion. A few reliable coins available, this is a very significant claim, given that the market capitalization of stablecoins peaked at $200 billion and that ripples associated with a stable currency bomb have the potential to reach $3 trillion in the next 3.5 years. What will the stablecoin on the Ripple be? The stablecoin will be utilized for unique purposes that may be relevant to the worldwide Audi community. Yes, I would argue there are 2 use cases. Categories about which we're most enthusiastic. First and foremost, to grow internationally, we intend to use the Ripple stablecoin in conjunction with XRP to ease cross-border pain points in our current real-world cross-prod payment product, and XRP. You have a lot of advanced knowledge. Furthermore, as more real-world asset companies express interest in collaborating with us on various projects, including the integration of real assets into the XRP ledger, it is imperative to establish a settlement asset for tokenized money market funds, stocks, and other financial products, in addition to the US dollar. Naturally, maintaining a stable currency is crucial for facilitating economic activity. Indeed, economic activity is going to surface. Alright, so that will aid in global scaling, offer tokenization and optionality, and result in a settlement. People, when you take all of the information and put it all together, this is a major asset. Put it all together, and you look at the overall market capitalization, or total volume, which is projected to reach $3 trillion in 3.5 years, indicating exactly where these markets are headed. Now, let's take a short break. We'd like to keep an eye on the second cryptocurrency I mentioned, which is up to 20 or 0.252 and 5 cents. All of this is being completed. Although Bitcoin is currently trading in a chop range, we advised consumers to buy it when it was about 0.9. I wish I could fully contribute $20,000. Due to the lack of transparency within the V, I was unable to fully participate. Since I became adorable, I advise others not to do the same, therefore, avoid becoming adorable. I even attempted to be lax about it, you know. Although I missed it, I'm in. I assure you not to worry. I have a position I created, and my V is already up to more than 5 figures. Adore it, this is going to be huge. 30 cents might possibly see a 50-cent blow up top, in my opinion. If there is any kind of correction, this is significant. I have no idea how low we will sink, but I will investigate further and inform you. Get this, Mr. Schwartz agreed that Joel Katz might be Satoshi, and this is an intriguing male encounter. Let me tell you a story. I aim to assess your physical well-being, your emotional responses, and your communication style. Look into this. When you went to work for a car in 1988, you used blockchain technology, P2000, or something similar. Correct? No, I mean that I spent some time and found some time in 200 to consult for the NSA. Okay, so let's go back to 200. What happened in 2007? 2008, I assume you live in a housing bubble? You're still there in 2009. Bitcoin was born. Bitcoin is too slow to be useful. Only Satoshi, also known as Nakamoto or XRP, can fix Bitcoin due to its excessive labor. Okay, so that makes one. There is a problem with that, namely that the original Bitcoin source code contains a user interface if you look at it correctly. Applied in Qt. I'm not sure, but you have to have resources and add at least one person, right? You may be the main man, but that's not impossible, and it's not true that I lack the necessary skill set. To make things positive, I just need to add at least one more person. That's great, but I wasn't familiar with Bitcoin until recently. I wish I had gained credibility before 2011. How much, how many, and what amount is supplied? These Bitcoins have a value of, 363. What's that? This is a foolish idea to assume, but that's what the billion at the PE is now, depending on how much of the early M think so. Think about this, if you work in government, you might be a national security official. So, you have a person who is someone's in-law. That was a really intriguing talk, wasn't it? After XRP's price eventually drops below Bitcoin, here's what can happen next. Let me see if I can quickly pull up the range that we showed you on this channel. I believe that XRP may have bottomed out compared to Bitcoin. I believe I have it on my desktop. Your purchase is there. This is the ITA. The bottom zone, which is roughly 48.2 by 50 cents, give or take, is where we've been drifting and retreating. That break hasn't really been evident. May have the lower end of what we discussed. People, your next box needs to go back and hold the 75 to 80 cent range. This is what we are analyzing, and it's comparable to this is straightforward. Everyone is simply perplexed and falling for a lot of the BS that is being discussed out there. I don't want to be that person. $5.89, 10,000 overnight isn't happening. However, I aspire to be that guy because I want genuine expectations for everyone. I want everyone to make profits, and I want you to use those profits for something truly meaningful. Ideally, your earnings will cover the cost of a house and a car, and, if you pay, listen to yourself. What's your mortgage when you sell your house? Your monthly mortgage could be $1,500, $200, or $3,000, depending on your income. You essentially offered yourself a $3,000 lease each month. Consider the investing options available to you. If you accept that $3,000, you might significantly reduce your retirement. If you deduct half of that, you will have invested $1,500 in the traditional and cryptocurrency markets. Consider the quick returns you would have received in the health sector. People rarely consider the difference between $589 and $10,000 in retirement income. Consider the short term. Where will we travel, and when should you collect your earnings? The largest fintech in the UK introduces an XRP supporting trading platform. We are talking about Revolution. XRP has finally become operational. Swapping his further digital holdings for Hay, it was enough time for them, right? For RP, we have clarity everywhere and over there. You already know what we received, so I won't do what took me so long. You can now find us there, and XRP is now accessible in the UK. This is quite significant.